Max Verstappen is believed to set Liam Lawson on the same path as Sergio Perez, with Verstappen's ruthless nature predicted to leave Lawson frustrated during the 2025 season. Meanwhile, Christian Horner has warned that Ferrari could face significant turmoil next season, as Lewis Hamilton hunts for his 8th title while Charles Leclerc remains determined to prove himself as the team's leading driver. Let's discuss, and stay tuned until the end. Max Verstappen's unyielding dominance and razor-sharp competitive edge have long been the undoing of his Red Bull teammates. The reigning 4-time world champion's relentless pursuit of perfection has left even the most talented drivers in his wake. And now, Liam Lawson faces the daunting task of surviving alongside one of Formula One's fiercest competitors in the 2025 season. Red Bull racing mechanic Callum Nicholas, a veteran in the team since 2015, recently shed light on the challenges of partnering Verstappen. Speaking on the podcast, Nicholas painted a vivid picture of what it's like to share a garage with a Dutchman, whose ability to extract every ounce of performance from his car often leaves his teammates mentally drained. Nicholas described Verstappen as a unique blend of affability and ruthless competitiveness. Max is so open and honest. He's just a really good bloke. But as soon as he closes his helmet, he's going to kick your ass. This duality, Nicholas explained, makes Verstappen a formidable adversary for any teammate. When you're up against someone as talented as Max, who can make it all look so effortless, that takes its toll. You come back to the garage thinking, yeah, I nailed that lap, and then Max goes out and finds another 10th and a half. After a while, that stuff wears you down. This relentless pressure proved too much for Sergio Perez, whose 2024 campaign ended with a disappointing 285-point deficit to Verstappen. Despite early promise during his tenure at Red Bull, Perez struggled to keep pace, ultimately leading to his exit. Replacing Perez for 2025 is Liam Lawson, a rising star promoted from Racing Bulls. While Lawson has shown flashes of brilliance in his limited 11-race Formula One experience, the 23-year-old faces an uphill battle against a teammate of Verstappen's caliber. Red Bull's senior advisor, Helmut Marko, expressed confidence in Lawson's potential, emphasizing his mental resilience as a key factor in the decision. With his mental strength, Lawson is the one who is most likely to hold his own alongside Max, and nobody can beat Max at the moment anyway. Marko also highlighted Lawson's capacity for growth. Due to his limited Grand Prix experience, we also see him as having the greatest potential for further development. Interestingly, Red Bull opted for Lawson over Yuki Tsunoda, who boasts for seasons of experience with Racing Bulls. While Tsunoda's raw speed is acknowledged, Marko cited his inconsistency and emotional nature as drawbacks. His speed is undisputed, but he lacks a certain consistency and is also a very emotional driver. Instead, Tsunoda will remain the leading figure at Racing Bulls, joined by Isaac Hadjar, who earned his promotion after finishing runner-up in the 2024 Formula 2 Championship. History suggests that Lawson's battle against Verstappen will be no easy feat. Verstappen's demanding presence in the team has seen a series of talented drivers, including Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon, struggle to find their footing before being moved aside. As Verstappen continues to cement his legacy as one of Formula One's all-time greats, Lawson must navigate the perilous path of being his teammate. The killer instinct that propels Verstappen to greatness on the track could very well leave Lawson grappling with the same frustrations that have plagued his predecessors. In the unforgiving world of Formula One, survival as Verstappen's teammate requires more than speed, it demands unshakable mental fortitude. As the 2025 season looms, all eyes will be on Lawson to see whether he can rise to the challenge or succumb to the relentless pressure of the Verstappen juggernaut. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc partnership could spark tensions in 2025. As Formula One hurdles towards the 2025 season, two of the sport's most iconic teams, Ferrari and Red Bull, are poised for fresh challenges with revamped driver lineups. While Max Verstappen's partnership with Liam Lawson at Red Bull promises a clear hierarchy, Ferrari's decision to pair 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton with Charles Leclerc could ignite internal tensions within the Scuderia. Hamilton's move from Mercedes to Ferrari has sent shockwaves through the F1 paddock. Partnering with Ferrari's homegrown star, Leclerc, the British legend hopes to secure his elusive 8th title, a feat that would solidify his status as the most decorated driver in F1 history. Meanwhile, Leclerc is determined to assert himself as the long-term savior of Ferrari's championship aspirations. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner, no stranger to the complexities of team dynamics, weighed in on Ferrari's bold decision. Comparing Red Bull's structured approach with Ferrari's egalitarian ethos, Horner suggested that Hamilton and Leclerc's partnership could become a double-edged sword. A team like Ferrari next year, for example, are going to have two drivers that are going to be taking points off each other, and which horse do you back? You have to back both of them, but that sometimes becomes divisive within a team. Horner contrasted this with Red Bull's philosophy, where Max Verstappen is unequivocally the lead driver. Max Verstappen is the most valuable asset in Formula One. He's our lead driver. If you can get close to him, fantastic. But the reality is the expectation is for Max to win, he said. Red Bull's internal stability has been a cornerstone of their success, allowing Verstappen to dominate while his teammates play supportive roles. Ferrari, on the other hand, appears ready to embrace the potential chaos of letting two alphas fight for supremacy. Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur is unfazed by the prospect of an intra-team battle, insisting that competition between drivers can elevate the team's performance. Drawing from his experience managing Carlos Sainz and Leclerc, Vasseur believes that mutual respect and healthy rivalry can yield positive results. The last 2 years, I let them race on track, and it was for the benefit of the team. The emulation that we created like this was part of the recovery when we had tough times. Vasseur dismissed concerns of a potential feud between Hamilton and Leclerc, framing their rivalry as a happy headache. I prefer to fight for one, to then for 19, 20, this is clear. Managing two world-class drivers has historically been a challenging endeavor, even for teams with Ferrari's pedigree. The infamous clashes between Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton at McLaren in 2007 or Nico Rosberg and Hamilton at Mercedes highlight how driver rivalries can spiral into acrimony. Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari marks a new chapter in his illustrious career. Known for his adaptability and political acumen, Hamilton will likely seek to establish himself as Ferrari's top contender. However, Leclerc's deep connection with the team and his hunger to deliver Ferrari's first Drivers' Championship since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007 could make him an equally formidable adversary. With Ferrari aiming to dethrone Red Bull and Verstappen in 2025, the stakes couldn't be higher. Hamilton and Leclerc must balance their ambitions with the collective goal of reclaiming Ferrari's place at the pinnacle of F1. Carlos Sainz's departure to Williams, after being edged out to make way for Hamilton, underscores Ferrari's intent to assemble a championship-winning team. Whether this new partnership brings glory or discord remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Ferrari will be at the heart of the drama in 2025. As the season approaches, the motorsport world eagerly awaits the unfolding dynamics of Hamilton and Leclerc's partnership. Will they rise to the occasion as a unified force, or will Ferrari's bold gamble backfire under the weight of competing egos? One thing is for sure: the 2025 F1 season promises to be nothing short of spectacular.